Welcome to HealthView. HealthView is a production of Rockland Psychiatric Center, which features experts who discuss news and views, issues and concerns, trends and innovations in the field of mental and general health. I'm your host, Don Pasquale. Today we have with us a very interesting person who is a director of nursing at Kingsborough Psychiatric Center in Brooklyn, who's going to tell us about Haitian American nurses in the United States and her relationship to her job. And this is going to be something else. Christine Dufresne. Welcome, Christine. Excuse me, I don't know. Bertilde. The name sounds similar. That was our last program. Bertilde Dufresne. At least I got that right. And you're the director of nursing, but I think I was amazed at that you're going to talk about Haitian American nurses in the United States, because I had never thought of them as a group of people who have something to say and do with respect to nursing in Haiti and in America. So please tell us, what is your role?
Well, the Haitian American Nurses Association has been in existence for over 27 years, but the group existed in South Florida for the most part until 2008, when I felt the need to create an association in Rockland to unite the nursing workforce, the Haitian nursing workforce, because I knew there was a large body of Haitian women who chose nursing as a profession. But before then, there was no group that unite them together. And at that time, Haiti was struggling with a multitude of flood and natural disasters that occurred. And I wanted to help, and trying to get that help pulled together was difficult because I didn't know where anybody was. And I relied on word of mouth, friends here and there to do that. So after we returned from Haiti in 2008, after the flood, we, in December, formed the group. And since then, have been active in Rockland County. We were able to do a great deal of work after the January 12th earthquake in 2010.
Yes.
With the grace of God, we facilitated the involvement of 567 nurses, doctors, and other volunteers in a series of medical and humanitarian and spiritual missions to Haiti, which will continue to date. This year, our focus moved from recovery to from rescue to recovery, and we are now working with the nursing schools to promote health education and try to help them in rebuilding the nursing education system in Haiti.
Now, when you say nursing schools and things, are you talking about the nursing schools in Haiti or nursing schools in the United States? Or where?
We do a little of both, because our goal is to also promote nursing education, period. In the U.S., we provide 2 scholarships, actually 3 scholarships, one to a nursing student from Spring Valley High School, one to a nursing student in Ramapo High School, and one to a continuing education student at RCC, someone who's already in the program. And that is because one of our members at very early on passed, and she really embodied the spirit of the continuing ed nurses. She came from Haiti, already adult, with a wife and mother, and was working at Rockland Psychiatric Center as a therapy aide, and went to school at RCC. And she did it the long way, of course, because English was the second language. And she graduated and worked and retired at Rockland. And she gave back to the community. She belonged to a lot of associations, Kayeta Phi, which is another nursing organization that I also belong to, that she belonged to. And she was one of the first members of Hannah, and we lost her early to cancer. So we named the Sister Coleman scholarship after her name.
So you were instrumental in establishing these scholarships over in Rockland?
Correct. For a student who have similar struggles, who is a mother, of course, and trying to better themselves through nursing.
So at Kingsborough, do you have a large population of Haitian nurses, or as compared to Rockland, or is it just happens to pan out that way, that you have some in Rockland, some in Kingsborough, some in Florida? What is the distribution normally that you know of?
Well, I worked in Rockland Psychiatric Center for many years, and most of the Haitian nurses who are involved in the group are from Rockland Psychiatric Center. And the composition of the group is universal. In fact, we have members who are not Haitians, we have members who are not nurses, just members who generally, they call associate members. And they are just people who care for the mission of the group and who want to see it succeed. And we have members from India, we have Jamaican, we have American, we have I think we have one Dominican, so we have we're very well diverse. The majority of the group, however, is Haitian.
So, what is your mission statement with that cultural diversity? What is your mission statement overall? Recovery for?
Our mission is primarily to unite the Haitian American workforce to help to advocate for the nursing profession and to become concerned to and get involved with the issues that are relevant to our communities. And when we say the word community, we mean the community at large, not just here in the U.S., but anywhere that the community needs help.
To your knowledge of the communities, the Haitian nursing services, Haitian Americans, are they mostly in this area, the New York City metropolitan area in Florida, or are they spread throughout the country in other places?
Oh, Haitians are all over the place.
But I mean with respect to the nursing.
In the nursing profession, and it's in that organization that I learned that there were so many of them in so many places. North Carolina, Chicago has a very large group. Ohio also have a large group. A greater number, I would say, is in the Florida area.
Is that right?
Yes, probably because Florida is so close to Haiti, and the weather in Florida is so close to home, so naturally they tend to gravitate toward that climate.
Do you go back there and try to recruit students for nursing to come to the United States or to remain in Haiti and work?
We are trying. One thing we learn during the medical missions is that to really help people, you have to help them to help themselves. And in so doing, one of the things that occurred as a result of the January 12 earthquake is that the National Nursing School in Port-au-Prince completely collapsed. All the students and teachers unfortunately lost their lives, and the building was completely flattened.
Really?
So we are working with the National Nursing School. What we did is each of the Haitian American nurses chapters took their own project. For instance, the Hannah of Florida works with the Nursing School of Léogâne, and they've been sending teachers to help teach specific subject in Léogâne, and Léogâne was impacted by the earthquake. Hannah of Greater New York has been working with the National School in Port-au-Prince, and they have been sending this health packs. It's a book bag with stethoscopes and dictionary and, the basics that nurses need, students need in order to perform their skills, their nursing skills. And we've been working with the Nursing School of Jeremy, and our project is to create a library for them, because when we went, what we learned is that the students don't have books. The teachers have a book that the teachers copy pages out of and give to the students, and that's pretty much what they're learning from. And nursing, as we know, it is a profession that it is research-based. It requires constant reading. It requires up-to-date information and a lot of reference. Sometimes one book says one thing, and you really want to be able to look at it from a different perspective, and you really need that, that overall body of knowledge to go to. So we're trying to put together a library for them. The project's deadline is August of 2012, and we're working toward that goal.
So part of your mission is to rebuild the organizations, the schools in Haiti.
Yes. And we're building the schools. One of the groups we're working with is Hunter College. They received the grant. Their project is called Promoting Health in Haiti.
Yes.
And similarly, they have been helping the schools to restructure the nursing curriculum because one of the things, again, that we learned is that when we went, they were highly impressed by the skills of the American nurses in that we perform like doctors. We diagnose, we treat, we still need a doctor's order, but we were very independent in our services. We were able to care for patients, before the doctor arrived, we can get things going. And they looked at us and they said, I thought you said you were nurses. And we're like, we are nurses. And they said, but you act like you guys are doctors. But that's just the way we work in the U.S. That's
well,
the way.
Was there no liaison between the nurses here and those in the nursing schools before these things happened, that you didn't relate to one another with respect to curriculum and teaching and so forth?
We simply did not. Hannah of Rockland is relatively young, since 2008, and we simply never.
It never occurred to you.
And it never occurred to us to look into that. It was part of a long-term project, things that, we can do this, we can do that. But the earthquake kind of like threw it on our face and called us to duty before we were prepared. And now we just knee deep into it.
What percentage are you along the way? Are you about 20% there, 30%, 40%? And what are your sources of funding? Do you get from the general public? Do you try to get money and funds, or how do you work that out?
Well, our primary source of funding is through donations, the general public. We fundraise once a year. We recently had our annual fundraising gala. And for the library project, a lot of nursing students here, once you finish with school, the books, school in America, you spend a great deal of money on books. However, once you graduate, you don't want to get rid of them because you keep saying you want them for reference. But the healthcare system is ever changing. So the books kind of just sit there and collecting dust. So we've been putting the words out for people to send their books to us. We've received a great deal of books, and we take, we're struggling with getting the French books. The students speak French, Creole, Spanish, and English. So we do need the English books. Our struggle right now is to tap into resources where we can get some French textbooks for the students. Most of our donation thus far has been English textbooks. And
now, is there difficulty between Creole and French? If you know Creole, can you read the French books, or is there a learning curve there?
Creole is a dialect that is well diverse. It has some English words into it, some French, some Africans with the dialects. When I went to, my brother lives in Africa, and some of the words that they use and then in Africa is, I'm like, wait a minute. We say that all the time in Creole, and even some of the meals that they eat. So Creole is, I suppose, what our ancestors brought back with them from Africa. And there were Haiti, as you know, it was the French that settled there. So it's a mixture